Just seeing if this guy has got the SRS key. If not, I can give it to him. I've got a spare one, so no point holding on to it. Sorry, I don't speak English. Okay. Yeah, right, he's run off with a knife, so he doesn't get what I'm trying to say to him. Try to give him a key, but I'll find someone else. Sure I will. Okay, let's go on. So, I'm going through the madness that is trying to upgrade Vulture to level 4. Don't know why I'm doing this, but in the hope, like I said yesterday, that they do something better with him than they have done currently. Let's have a look. This is a newish server. Okay, let's go and attack Crusader. Let's get some bullets. Right. What's the time? Yeah, it's going to get dark soon, so when I go on this before it gets too dark. Just changed my zeroing. I find that 200 seems to be a sweet spot in this game. You don't get many more engagements over 200 meters, really, do you? So if you look at most parts, it's probably under 100 meters, but it certainly seems to help me with being a little bit more accurate. This guy a few days back got in the wrong helo. So the devs have been working really hard on this game. I joined it 0.2 release. Obviously went through the wipe, which I'd never done before, which was quite weird. Wasn't expecting that. Having not played Tarkov or anything like that before, losing all of your progress was pretty brutal, but necessary. While they develop the game, whether or not they'll carry that forward, I think they will. When a game goes gold, I mean, obviously it's pre-alpha at the moment, and we just had another update, and the guys are working on one more, which may well come out in the next few days. It's experimental at the moment, where they've been working on a few issues with the game. that being said, there's you know, it's a really good game even in pre-alpha. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I've got a few hours into the game now. I think I've got about 400-500 hours in. Just messing about, you know, doing a bit of PvP, bit of PvE, more PvE than PvP, I have to say. I'm still not quick enough for PvP, really. I struggle with that. Although I did play a few days ago. Didn't do too bad, actually, until we went to take... I can't remember what was being attacked now. Let me get off this healer and I'll have a look. I think it was Nomad, yeah, Nomad, so that's up a hill. And they were coming from Blackjack and also coming up this way as well from Golf 2. And I got killed there and there and there. I went back for my body the third time. Asked one of our players, did you see where I fell? And he was like, no, didn't see where he fell. I walked past him, searched for about 30 seconds, turned around, searched again, walked past him one more, and as I walked past him, he shot me in the back, which was really nice, considering I had blue armbands on. When I said to him, look, what the hell, man? That was a TK. He was literally nothing, didn't reply to me, didn't engage with me, so whether it was an accident or on purpose, I don't know. People cheating in PvP, I haven't come across it. That doesn't mean it doesn't happen. You know, you can do hardware cheats and things like that. I never say someone's cheating unless it's like a wall hack or something, but you know, I've not come across anything like that. Normally if someone gets a drop on me, that's my fault, and you've got to learn from that. Hope you don't make the same mistake again. Normally it's me being over-eager in an engagement rather than anything else, which is just as bad sometimes as you can have loads of skill and still be over-eager, which is the same as having not as much skill, I think. So maybe I'm over-eager and not enough skill. I mean, when you follow... if you want a good example of just how good some of the guys are that play this game, especially some of the more mature content creators in terms of how long they've been doing it and things compared to me, this is my third stream of this, playing PvE. Have a look at Sinister FPS. That guy's like a robot. Really nice dude as well. Knows the game back to front, as does another guy, Ty Plays, TYY Plays, _plays. He's a community manager as well. Does a lot of community events for Greyzone. Awesome guy. American dude. Really nice bloke. Well worth watching his streams. There's one there. Okay, so they're aggroed now, so... I should have hit him first time. There's normally about 5 here. If we play our cards right, we should be able to stand off from them a little bit. There'll be normally a guy long down there. There. That guy sounded close. I don't know if I hit that dude. Oh, where's his spot? Sometimes they sound close and they're not that close at all. Right, let's go back and see if that dude's still there. He might have buggered off from there, actually. So I either dropped him or... There's a guy long there, is it? Yeah. So he's either moved or I dropped him. Could be a guy on that roof as well, so I have to watch that. Right, I'm going to kick out of here and just give me a little bit of breathing room. I want to change my scope because this is going to go close, I think. He's around here somewhere, isn't he? So what I will do is him on top of there or him on top of there. So I'm going to nade the top of that building. Yeah, that was way too far. That was a bit better. Right, let's kick off around here. I'll be careful here now. He's up there, look. Yeah, I thought that hurt. That was stupid. I can see the guy on the left. Well, I should have done him then. Right, let's go and see if we can cap this. There you go. So we didn't do too bad. Got the cop. Major cop as well. Managed to get a bit of loot. So what you can do here is you can, if you really want to, you can strip all the bodies. Sometimes it's worth doing. You know, you'll sell a bit of stuff. I mean, that's, and you can just drop all that crap in. And we'll do that so you can see what you're likely to earn. Can I drop no more? No. Okay, let's get rid of some of this one. I don't want that shotgun I've got. Let's have a look. So it was on that shotgun actually. Those scopes aren't bad. The 5010 or 510Cs are pretty cool. Torque grip's good. I might take that butt pad off actually. Right, let's get rid of that. Don't need it. I've got a shotgun, so. Turncoat, you can have those. I'm going to drop that there for now because I don't want to get rid of that. Okay, so let's do another body. I'll just nick that off that dude. Oh, damn it. Right, that's one kit off one guy, so let's have a look. Make sure there's nothing in any of these. Okay, let's just sell that kit. There you go, $450. So, if you're not looting, you're looking for cash, trying to build your cash reservoir up, then, hitting the cops, taking out the enemy, definitely worth doing. Because not only if you hit the cop first, it's a major cop, you've got a chance of getting, a bit of gear or a weapon. Here you've got a chance of earning a bit of cash as well. What we'll do is we'll go and hit this place here for a bit of loot now. We'll leave these guys, although we will check some of the bodies, just take the cash off them. And we'll leave all the stuff on there. Someone else might be keen to have a look at that. And again, all right for meds. As I said yesterday, if you were watching, another good way of earning money. I mean, these guns are pretty crap. They might have some ammo, and it's normally FMJ at this level, so yeah, it's not worth worrying about. For what we're doing. But a good way of earning, getting some ammo if you want to get your ammo stocks up. If you want to take off any of this stuff, you just, because he's holding it, you can't, obviously, if you see when you inspect it, you've got the red locks on it. It's because he's holding it, so you can't take the grips off and all of that. All you've got to do is just drop it up here, inspect it again. They're all unlocked now, so you can take off bits that you want. So, for example, it's pretty ropey bit of kit now. It's been hammered, so it's not going to be good. But if you wanted, say, the T1 with the S mount, you can just get it, drag it into your thing. Or if you wanted the stock or the buffer tube, again, you can take that off, or just the grip, whatever it is you want to take, you can do that, and then ultimately sell the gun on if you so wish. One thing I did want to do while I was here, that guy that was long. Yeah, I did drop him. So was that a headshot? Yeah. Okay. There you go. Another reason why you check the bodies. That's a good key. So I think the mods may have upped the drop rate of some of these keys, because the PV house key was a difficult key to find, as was the SRS room key. They've now dropped that on the table. If you go up there, most times you'll get the key sitting on the table. It's just whether or not people, go up there or not. I do it, when I'm doing my loot runs, I do that every day. So what we'll do is we'll hit the crash site with a big plane, and then we'll go to the PV house. Like I say, I've already got that key. PV house, Fanny Paradise, BK house. Those two together are good. VV room's good if you can get it and it's not been looted. There's under the TV downstairs, there's a jewelry box, and then in the locked room upstairs, as you go up on the left-hand side upstairs, there's a large jewelry box there. Like I say, if it hasn't been looted, it gets hit pretty much constantly. So this one, I'd like to come from this angle, just because it opens from the tail. If you see the tail of the plane just up there, it opens this right side up. Or arguably, if you come from the left side of it, you've got the plane as protection. I tend to fall back down the hill if I get pushed. There can be a guy standing there, but they're normally just here, so there's one just there. There's the other guys over there, just seen his torch. There could be a guy long that normally is over that way. And it can be anything from 3 to 5 here. You know, I've had a range of between 3 and 5 AI here. We'll see if we can aggro that guy over there. I can't bloody see him. It's him there, isn't it? Yeah, it was. Okay. Push this box now. Yeah, okay, so jewelry box just here. And this is what I'm crap at. Where the hell did they drop? Let's turn the torch on because we should have killed everything here now. So that guy was kinda here. It just says my OCD in if I can't find a body. Because I want to obviously loot them, just in case there is keys. Before the SRS key was popular, a couple of people got that key here, and the SRS radio tower. That's, what do you call it? There you are. SRS radio tower is just there. So if you look, it's the opposite side of the map, effectively. And the key was there. So it's definitely worth looting bodies just so you can see them. Assuming it's not pitch black and you can't find the blasted body after you've slotted them. But god damn. Anyone see him? No, sod it. That's going to annoy me. So there's a case here, but there's never, unless you're looking for cash. You know, that's level 3 armor. So that's level 3 plus, so it'll give you a little bit. But if you look at it, it'll tell you on there, it's only front protection. And this one's front and back protection. So really out of the two, if it was me, I'd go for that one. But, you know, again, you can take that and flog it. And then here you've got, I'll move over. Come on, move over. There you go. The ammo box. Not bad, that. If you're looking, if you're, you know, running AKs and things, so go and search your bodies, nothing. So if it doesn't spin or you don't get anything straight off, then you can come off it. So like that, you can see it searching, so it's got something not worth having, but you know. There's a guy there, if you can get him to search to work. See, this is getting problematic as well. I did mention this to the support, but don't always get the body to search. I mean, it's a searchable body, so that's annoying. Again, look at the med bags. You might get one of these ones, stretch stuff. So that's good for running. I'll demonstrate that in a second, just so you can see what that's like. See if I can spot one of these dudes that I fragged at him. Nope. Okay. Let's not dwell on that. I'll turn that torch off. I'll wait till I get the other side of here because there's a river. I don't want to hit the chems just yet, because the river will slow me down and the chem will wear off. But you can run basically non-stop for a minute, which is handy. So there's a guy there. Walking away from us, we'll leave him. We'll just shoot across here. So this just gives you stamina to run, but it also drains your arm stamina, so you just like can't run and then go straight into a fight. You've got to kind of evaluate its worth. The other drawback with it is if you've got the chemical and you've activated it, you can't jump over barriers and over gates, that type of thing. So that's the downside of it. But it does mean I can run all of this distance without stopping. I'd be knackered by now. And then you'll see it'll wear out top left-hand side, that bar along the top. That'll top half of the apprentices around the player. The left-hand side will start in a second. That will start to show as this drug wears off, or I stop. There you go. And now I'm running out, so I want to stop about now anyway. So the arm strain will wear off, so what we'll do is we'll do this chest here. There you go, got a tummy upset from using that. Oh, we'll drop that out, $800. I'll just change, because the next engagements, the first few of them will be longish ones, with any luck. I'll show you what I mean about the green laser doesn't aggro the AI. So I'm painting him up, and in front of him, nothing. It's quite weird. Can't see that dude. Jesus. That torch has gone off, so we either got him or he's playing hard to get. The only drawback with these sights at this distance now in the dark, as you can see, you can't see, basically. Just come up here, slow down a bit. Have a little check around here. Okay. So let's change the scope out. There's normally a guy around here. He could just be here. Oh, I can hear him, but I'm buggered if I can see him. Is he down the hill? He was down the hill. I think there's one over there still as well. That's popping it because there's a chest. Might get lucky. Nope. I just want to check something. Last couple of times, this guy's had keys, but no. It's quite weird. I've had the SMP key off him a couple of times. Can't see the guy that was. So there's one or two guys down there. There's normally a guy up there as well, so I have to be somewhat careful. See if I can see the dude who just shot here. Nope. We killed that guy. He bled out. So that other guy must be up there, I think. There was another guy here, wasn't there? Oh, sod it. Just stick a torch on, come on. So yeah, so he's bled there. Not unless he gone the other way. See? Well, that could have been him, I suppose. Hit him there and then he bled out there. Oh, dead man's click. Give him something to worry about. Oh, these bots are going to mean to me today, aren't they? The only thing really worth here is there's a bag here, which isn't great. Nothing much there. Oh, there's a... Well, you got to check. Just worth checking most locations on flat surfaces, just in case. I'll do this one first. Now when it leaves it down, I mean, stick the old torch on, just have a little check about. Occasionally find a good bit of loot here. Oh shit. Oh dear. That's what happens when you hit the wrong button on your mouse. Rather embarrassing. Okay, I know where we were. No, that's a track and a half, isn't it? Right, come on then. You gotta get on. Get that done. So... My god, that was bad. Actually, I'll use it. I'll just get the other side of the river. Come on. So the question is... Have those other ones respawned? Damn it. That's so bad. Can't believe I clicked that button. So when I went to fire, my thumb did that. Oh shit. I don't want to get into a fight with a knife. I really can't see diddly. Look down, can't see nothing. Okay, let's use that. So this will bring us at the bottom of that village, rather than the top, the way we went before. Problem with that is, obviously, if I'd gone the top, I'd at least have a chance to loot a body for a gun. I have to be a little bit more circumspect about this one. Okay. Oh, that's way dodgy. I'm going to go up here. Right. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Can I see this dude from... Jesus, can't see anything on here. That's a bit better. That scope is horrid. Oh shit, he's already aggroed on me. I don't need to die here. Okay. Well, that was shit. I don't know if I can say that word, but apologies if I can't. But it was. So. Jesus Christ. Let's go on a night loot run, he said. What's the worst that can happen, he said. Yeah, no real ammo. That's the other thing, which that's probably me thinking I know what I'm doing. Look at me, poor me. If you go into an area where you know, it's a little bit unfamiliar, or you know there's a lot of bots, it's definitely worth just right-clicking, and if you're carrying a tag, then tag your weapon, tag your bag, tag something. Obviously, if you're PvP, it's good because somebody loots you, you've got a chance of mooring them or finding them again. PvE just makes finding your body easier, especially if you're in a high density area like, a lot of foliage and stuff. If you fall down the side of some of these big hills into foliage, you're never finding your body. Sometimes it's luck rather than judgment that you find your you find your corpse so you can loot it. Not unheard of, but yeah. So yeah, just right click, add tracking tag. These little tags here, they last for an hour or an hour and 30 minutes. I also use them for when I'm on a loot run and I want to hit it more than once. Some of the loot runs or most of the loot runs, like the jewelry box and things, I think their respawn rate is every 30 minutes. So if you hit it, say you do Fanny Paradise and Bandcamp House, so BK House, hit BK House, then hit Fanny Paradise, come back, hit some of the other POIs around there, like the buried caches and that type of thing, drop all your stuff off and check your tag. There's a good chance 30 minutes will be up. You can rotate and do it again. It's really up to you how much loot you're looking to achieve on that particular at that particular time. So we'll go to Falcon, drop all this stuff off, repair the kit, because when you die, obviously your kit wears. So your kit will wear, so you do have to take care of that. So I'll just hit the old silencer on the headset, the mute on the headset. Just saves the old chopper noises being overly too much. Overly loud? Yeah, that's better. Okay, here we go.
I'm at the LZ. Hurry up and get in. Ready up. We're taking off.
Top up all weapons as well when we get back.
Approaching the LZ. 1 minute. We're getting close. 30 seconds.
I will work out how to play music and stuff. I think I need to add a YouTube music channel or something. There's nothing more boring than silence or listening to someone drone on about something. You can have a little bit of music. Obviously, remember to unsilence or unmute your headset. Ah, that's new. I don't remember it being turned on, maybe. So it's worth checking it around here. Get the occasional bit of loot. Right. to repair these. It's worth repairing. Yeah, that'll do. Can't take another hit mine, but yeah, that'll do. A gun. Only. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah. Overall, it's pretty low, so I'm gonna have to change that out at some point. And that's not going to drop it, no. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Again, inspect these, because if it's got a good muzzle device on it, sometimes worth taking them off. I don't need all of these, but I do use them as storage, so getting rid of them is not as simple. That's my PvP box. Alright. I don't dump any of this stuff in here. So the RPCs, the plate 6s are okay. Problem with them, well, the good thing about them is obviously storage. I mean, you've got, is that 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 slots. I just should have inspected and told you 12 slots, but that's the downside. If you look at that compared to the RPC, yeah, it's got 9 slots, but look at the weight. You know, that's ridiculous. In actual fact, that's not the real weight of that plate. Hold on a sec. Would have helped if I looked at it without stuff. So yeah, 14, nearly 15 kilos. So you know, you're going to be pretty much overweight before you even get started. You know, so you probably loot like 2 items, take a gun, and that's it. You're overweight and you're walking everywhere. So, like I said, I don't need these. So I'm going to get rid of them. I want to keep that that ring because I use that for my 30mm ring I use on the MCX when I'm running the razor scope. So what we will do now is add some more ammo. Yeah. get a couple of drink. We got some drinks. That's all right. We will run to small marketplace if that hasn't been hit, and see whether or not there's any loot. Okay, so that was small marketplace. Like I said before, sometimes it's good. You know, you'll get a good bit of loot. This particular time, not so much. I mean, that'll go for 600-700. That'll go for bugger all, really. I'll be honest, I haven't tried split this money up. Take some weight off me. I haven't tried selling these with the... There you go, you can. Okay. Because there's only... handshake will take the night vision. And I don't need night vision. I've got a few. So if I need to, I can run the night vision. I don't... Unless it's a really overly dark area, and you see when we were trying to get the body back, that there's a few areas that are really dark, but you know, apart from that, there's not many occasions I find it necessary to run night vision at all, to be honest. You know, I'm not missing anything by not having night vision. I think I'm gonna have to buy a wallet. Let's have a look. Full. Let's buy a wallet then. Wallets. Okay, what was it? Handshake. Where do you take that 3 grand from? On that pile or from... I think it's from my pile, isn't it? Yeah. It's not going to make any difference, is it? That DK1, the same as a hyper tap. Again, next to no recall, but I think I've got a few of those. And it doesn't matter it doesn't matter the hyper tap. Obviously, you've got 5.56 and 7.62. Whereas with a DK1, you only fit a subset of the AK rifles in it, so it doesn't matter. Cartridge, bullet. So you can sell that, really. Don't really need to keep it. Okay, let's hit. Look at a map. No one's taken Nomad. That's interesting. Or Stalwart. Where are these guys going? Echo 2. Golf 2. Right. He's either hitting the airfield or he's taking Nomad. Let's have a butcher's. Stalwarts are semi-difficult. Tell you what, let's do it. Let's go to Stalwart.
Raven dispatch. Moving to Golf 3.
Let's hit that. See if we can capture that cop. Got a few seconds yet for the old stuff gets there, so we'll see what happens there. Oh, there's my helo.
Landing. Get in. Go. Strap in. We're heading out.
Silence the old headset.
LZ. 30 seconds.
So I just realised I was just checking something on the stream. If I tab out and have a look at the stream, I think it silences the in-game audio, so I need to work out a way of it not doing that. Because that doesn't really help anyone, does it? It doesn't, okay, can't really do that either. Okay, so mute our ears. So again, this is harder than the last cop we took, Crusader, I think it is. They can be in a few positions, so we have to be careful how we come up to this one. depends on where they are now. So we'll move away from where we just fired. Can get them on the tops here as well. I think he might come out here. That's pleasant. For AI to take it personal. I think there's another guy. Ooh. My stream frozen. If anyone else is happened to anyone else there. I think we cleared that. Nope. There's a dude outside. AVG, that's good to have. Should we take a cheeky peek? He's just there, look.
Objective secured. Stalwart is under our control.
There you go. We just check these guys for cash and keys. When you look at the there's a higher volume of AI there as well. What was that? 2 there, 1 there, 2 here, that's 5. 2 on the outside, 6. And then when you compare the last major cop that we hit, I think there was 5, I think. 5 was, no, 4 or 5. So it's comparable. It's comparable. No luck. No luck with keys. Right. So on the map. That guy goes for Nomad. No, he's gone for the... He's going for the office. So we could go for Nomad, or and go be cheeky and see if we can hit that before he gets it.
Exfil confirmed. Raven en route to Foxtrot 3.
Well, I'm here for the loot, so let's see what we can do. No need to rush on this one. See how we get on. Well, that's a minute or so before they pick us up, so not too bad.
This is Raven arriving shortly near your position. ETA 30 seconds.
Oh, that's not my helo. Dropping this dude off. That threw me.
I'm here. Move it. Go. Get ready. We're moving out. We're getting close. 1 minute. Get ready. 30 seconds.
So that guy is on that.
Spread out.
Completely forgot to mute my mic. Silly. Might be worth just a little bit wider that area. died. Wait, buddy, there's a guy there. I'll take him out. You're clear, mate. Cleared out the restaurant. Yeah, he's Mr. Gungo in, so he must have cleared out the restaurant. I'm going the other way, son. So what I don't know is, did he get this side? I don't think he did. Alright, let's change scope now. Stick on the P lad. Check my ammo. Okay. He's gonna rush to get there, I think. He's standing here, aggro's the guys here. May not. Oh, got perps. That's some of the green lasers. That's worth having. You got your stuff back. Any nades? Nope. So the next question is, did he get the boss? A quick drink. Quick reload as well. I think he probably did. It's worth a bimble. A bit of lag there. Yeah. He died clearing the boss. He obviously went to get the boss. Got a little bit excited about clearing the boss out. I'm overweight now. There you go. Got your kit then, dude?
Hello?
You got your kit all right?
Why you have find this key, the key?
It'd be on the boss, mate. I'll show you where the boss is. Someone's killed him, but it's normally on the boss.
In the boss? Okay.
Yeah, here. This dude here.
Okay, thank you.
This guy here that you've already... This dude here that you've already cleared out. Right, look at these guys. Got any cash on them? No. Check this dude here. Come on. Really? Is that a joke? Look, it doesn't sense anywhere apart from his legs. These man vegetables. Take that key. Give it a noob. So hopefully this is worth it and there's no guns on it. A laptop. So again, just the right-hand corner of the airfield, there's at the building where you've got the chain link fence, then the concrete wall starts. There's another buried chest there, so we'll do that. I'm taking for granted that there could still be people there because we didn't clear it. Someone else cleared it. But we'll have a look. Nada. Nada. We'll have a drink. We'll go back here, check those couple of bodies. Cash and keys. Then we'll go across that other buried cache, and then I think, ladies and gentlemen, that'll be 2 hours stream. I think I may well call it nothing. Oh my god. I think I may well call it after 2 hours. Unless by some miracle someone comes in and starts viewing or starts requesting to do things or show things, then quite happy to do that. The reason I'm walking up to this building, the amount of people that will kill the 2, maybe 3 AI that are here, and obviously there's a couple of surrounding ones as well, so there's obviously got to worry about the ones here. Can be a guy there, one there, and then there's a guy mid-long there. So did he loot this guy? Yeah, so he may well have done it, but come here. Yeah, he looted the till. The amount of people, though, that do not loot the till. And again, if you're hunting for cash, you know, there's $200-300 in that till. And if you've already killed the enemy and you're going to loot the bodies, you know, check the till. So they're going to start respawning soon, so get this buried cash and then we'll bug out. Is that me? Oh, it is. Cheeky bugger. I've gone too far. That might aggro them. More again. $900. Luxury watch. Oh, and some Brenda. Everyone likes a bit of Brenda. So the different vendors are all give you different money for the high-end loot. So, for example, Gunny, you need to feed his alcoholism and his addiction to all things alcoholic. He'll give you more for any alcohol. I think Turncoat, he's a bit of a techie. I think he gives you more for things like laptops and stuff. Yeah, so we'll have a look at that when we get back. The long, slow walk back to a safe zone. Cop. Obviously, I can't rush that. There's no meds or rushed out or anything. I'm overweight. Okay. Just empty all this out of here. Another key. We'll give that away. Let's take that into the donations box when you get back to base. Give that to someone. So if we look at the vendors, so you can, if you have a look at the prices, $450 for the luxury watch from Handshake, Gunny's the same, Labrat the same, Artisan's the same, Turncoat $600, Banshee $450. So again, luxury watch, worth going to Turncoat. That watch, that's just a modern watch. $150 from him, $112. It's the same for all of the others. So watches and stuff like that. You want to be selling to Turncoat when you unlock him. Laptop $504. If you look at Banshee $672, and everyone else would be $504. Alcohol Gunny $2K. Handshake $1.5. So if you're saving this for Vulture, as I said before, keep in mind that you're going to get 50%. So you really got to think about, do you want rep for the 6 main people, or do you want to go for Vulture and get him up? I mean, I've got him over level 2. I think last time I streamed I was 800 and level 2, 831 points in or something like that. And I started at 700 smack on level 2, so I think it was 700 points. I've earned 130 odd points, and I've chopped in about 60 to 65 items of various high-end loot, and you're making like 130 points. It's going to be a slog to get him to level 4, but that's the goal I've set myself, Vulture level 4, in the hope that the feedback that the community's given to Madfinger Games is is listened to, because they really do listen to the community and the content creators, and act on that feedback that they get, and they do make changes to the game based on feedback. So I'm hopeful that they will listen to that, and they will make the necessary changes, and maybe give you better rewards when you upgrade Vulture. I think they were thinking of like level 4 you can buy 308 and stuff like that, because that's still a reasonably sought after gun in the game. It's still a really, really good gun, actually. I've got 2, maybe 3. Well, my M4s, MCXs, a couple of various AKs if I need them if I die. I don't care about losing the AKs. They pick them up all the time. More M4s, 20-inch barrel M4s, my favourite. Yeah, so I've got, as you can see, I've got the AK-308, I've got 3 of those. SVDs, all varying types, different attachments to them, that sort of stuff, so they vary in price a little bit. I use the SVD if I do Fort Narrow and stuff. I might take an MP5 and a SVD with me, try and take out as many as I can from my distance, because Fort Narrow and stuff like that's mental. Tiger Bay is probably one of the worst as well for that. Let's just check whether or not I need to sell that PFR kit. I think I've got a few of those. PFR kit. It's got 300 left. That's got 1,000. So let's save that one. I'll get rid of that one. It's worth next to bugger all. These 2 I'm going to save. The AVG, I think that goes on the 20-inch. So if we look at the 20 inches that I've got, hand grip, AVG. If you compare stats on these 2, is that an AVG2 or an AVG? And that's got an UG because or UTG, an UG. It's not even what it's called. If I take that UTG off, I think I can put that on. Yeah, so if we look at the stats on that. So recoil, like I said, recoil's not really an issue in this game. Recoil's reasonably easy to handle, especially if you put on a hyper tap, the 5.56 hyper tap on the M4. You're not going to get a lot of recoil. 16.5% currently with that with a can on. That's just the RC one with the SF3P muzzle adapter. Yeah, velocity, so handling. Ergonomics 1%, weapon handling 1.2%, 1.9% on reload speed, so still all in the positives. So if we put the AVG on, as you can see, it's better all round, better recoil control, better weapon handling. So, you know, it's worth considering. With this one, you get the ergonomics, which, you know, the better the ergonomics of the gun, the less your arms are going to strain and you can hold the gun at better ready, a lot easier. Or at aim a lot easier, not at ready. So, yeah, that's you know, what do you prefer, really, there? Either more recoil control or slightly better weapon handling. You know, that's one thing to consider. The other one to look at is if you compare what's that one I just swapped it? That's the one I just swapped out. Yeah. You can compare the stats on that. They're all on the minus because I'm using a different grip. So it's a Daniel Defense full grip. But if we were to just take that off a second, and again, look at this. So as you saw, this ergonomics -5, weapon handling -8. So you know that's how quick you're going to get the weapon up, stuff like that. Reload speed, again, it's slightly better. But we take that off and then look at the difference, even just with the UTG. Again, back in the positives, reload speed 6%. AVG on there, even better stats. You know, so it's really what you prefer. You know, if you need more recoil control, then obviously going for an M-lock is going to give you better recoil control here, but only slightly, like 2%. It's not something that you're going to really notice. But I'd much prefer to have better weapon handling. You know, the ability to get my gun up quicker, react a lot quicker, because I'm old and slow. So I need as much help as I can get. I'm not joking. So we look at the 20-inch barrels before we sign off. Where are they? They're all running the AVGs, you know, and you want, obviously with the extended barrel length is great for longer shots, much more accurate, but up close it's difficult to handle. If we look at the gun I'm running at the moment, some Moen stock. So where did I put that from earlier? Where did I put that? There we go. If you look at what that did to the stats by having that butt pad on there, you get, again, adds 4% to recoil control. So I've already got muzzle device efficiency up at 51.5%. Take that off. And like 40% recoil control, and then my muzzle efficiency is at 51%. Now that's even going to be even more like a laser now. So finding those butt pads is really good if you can find those. I mean, what I tend to do is if I've got them on any other guns, whatever gun I'm running, I kind of rip it off and stick it onto the gun I'm running. But I've been messing about with the MCX, so I haven't. See, I haven't got one on there. When I've been running the MCX, I haven't really. I've been switching between the M4 and the MCX, so I hadn't got a butt pad for that. I hadn't found one. But definitely, if you find them in the world, a couple of things you should hold on to. I think, you know, butt pads. Have yourself a few of your favourite red dots, and obviously longer scopes. I mean, my personal favourite's a Razor. You know, if you look at that compared to the Voodoo, for example, is that one of those? Yeah. So if you look at differences here, I mean, I might have the wrong. No, I can mount that. So it certainly frames what you're looking at. And in the dark, it's really good because obviously you can turn that on and off. The bit I don't like about it is a massive ring around the outside. So then you can compare that to the sight picture you get with the Razor. It's just much cleaner, in my opinion. It's a lot cleaner. I think, you know, the reticle kind of blanks out your peripheral a bit more than the Voodoo. Let me just do that again. See what I mean? You know, if you compare those like for like, I don't like that sight. I mean, also I keep one handy because you don't know when you're going to need one. Especially if you're doing PvP, you're probably always going to need one because you just hemorrhage kit. So let's get that, saving that. And the reason I started to run those over the PEC boxes, admittedly the PECs you can do more with, so that ever do, yeah. Put that in my thing. So if you look at we're running the perts for, so this we can have IR. Let's turn that off. We can have IR. So if you put night vision on, you know, you can't see that, but if you stick night vision on, you'll have your laser that only you can see with night vision. Whereas if you stick the old what do I do with that? We go there now. You've got a laser, again, red. I mean, I wouldn't put it there. I'd always like lob it on the side. I'm just showing you what you can do with it. You can have, again, IR, and you can also have your IR flood. So, you know, if you're in the darker areas, the IR will flood the area, and you know it'll artificially, you know, give you back more light into the environment. So that's the beauty of running that. You've got, you know, 3-in-1 on that. The reason I don't run it is, like I said before, is the simple fact that the AI seem to react to red long before they're aggroed than they do with the green. If they're aggroed already and they see the laser, they're going to obviously come at you. But, you know, if they're not aggroed, they don't seem to react to the green laser as much as the red one. Now that could just be circumstance that I've been in when I've been running it, and that you know, I've been lucky that they haven't aggroed on me, but to me they don't aggro as much on the green laser as they do the red. Again, I might be slightly mistaken there. I do want this at the bottom front. I don't like it running that there. Yeah, that's where I like that. Did I put a torch there? Hold on, let's have a look. Yeah. Inspect. That's that one. That one bottom front. That one right. So I like my torch on the right. Wherever possible, torch on the right and laser on the bottom. You get a truer sight picture. You can see the dots closer to you. Yeah, aiming reticle. If you offset it, so offset that to the left, for example. That's not backed me up at all, has it? That closer. Yeah. There you go. I might be talking out of my proverbial on that one. Hold on a second. Let's try that again. Bottom front. No, it's just slightly lower. Hey man, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Are you good?
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, not bad at all. Yep.
Good,
Just
good.
just streaming some grey zone.
Okay.
Third time streaming. Yeah, just streaming on Twitch. Yeah, just doing some PV runs and loot runs and trying to upgrade Vulture to level 4, which is the biggest grind ever.
Oh, okay. Nice, nice.
There's a guy I helped earlier. So, I got some spare keys actually from that last loot run if you want them.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, hold on a second. Do you need any kit while I'm here?
What?
Do you need any kit or anything like that?
Not right now.
Okay, mate. No worries. No worries at all.
What's your name on Twitch?
Viper 58. Viper 58. If you have a look in that bag, there's you can have the bag as well if you need a spare bag. I don't need it. I was only going to sell it. So there's a couple of good keys there. So SMP, so a small marketplace, that is literally due west of our location now. So due west of our location, if you look, that's the SMP house key that you just picked up. That's a really good loot location. So there's 3 crates there plus ammo. So there's a gear crate, a weapons crate, ammo crate, and another gear crate. The PV house is a good location for loot, high-end loot. If you look on your map, and on the map, if you go to Foxtrot 3, look at Foxtrot 3. No, sorry, not Foxtrot 3. What am I talking about? Echo 3. If you go due south of Echo 3, there's a little village. Sorry, due...
I cannot see it on the map. I only have Golf 3 and Alpha 1, 2, 3.
Do you know where Crusader is?
No.
I'd happily take you there. Or hold on to the key to you a little bit later. Oh, I can take you to Echo 3 and then you'll have the landing zone.
Yeah.
Do you want to hop? Should we hop on a bird and I'll take you there?
Wait, I'm gonna. Got a follower.
Thank you.
No problem, bro.
Right, hold on. Let me take you to that that landing zone.
Yeah.
Well, I'll create a squad. I'll probably have to add you actually. Hold on.
I'm gonna switch backpack. 1 second.
What's his name? Johansson. Never finds people.
No, I'm ready.
Do you want to send me a friend request? And I'll add you to a squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just sent you a squad invite. Right, if we call a chopper and go to...
Exfil confirmed. Raven en route to Golf 3. Raven here. Moving out. ETA 30 seconds.
So what? So the place we're looking for on Echo 3 is this little village just here.
Oh, okay.
And so in that village you've got... well, let's jump on a chopper. Yeah, in that village there's a couple of places, but we'll talk when we get off. We'll talk when we get off of here. Are you on?
Yeah.
Ready up. We're taking off.
Yeah, so in that little village I just showed you on the map, there's two locations you get high-end loot. One of the buildings that the key opens, there's a gear crate and a weapons crate. The weapons crate's pretty low quality weapon. You get AKs and that sort of stuff in it. The S&P house,
Ground zero.
that's a hidden area at the moment. They haven't opened that up, but I don't know. So it's based on a book, but apparently if you go into Ground Zero you get radiation. That's not strictly true. I've watched someone actually, like 3 or 4 guys go in there. They got a little bit of radiation and then they just took the radiation tabs, KI stuff, and they didn't get radiation after that. And they sat in the middle of Ground Zero for quite a long time. But apparently at night, if you go in there, you'll hear people screaming and like weird sounds happening, like somebody goes, "Wake up," and stuff like this, which is pretty freaky. But And if you notice that at night, I don't know if you've seen the night things, you see the shooting stars or the comets landing, they always hit ground zero. Never anywhere else on the map. So yeah, I don't know where they're going to go with that with developers. If they follow the book, it'll all be pretty spooky stuff, I think. Right. So we just want to head towards this village now. Can you hear me on stream all right?
I don't know. I close it because the internet laggy.
Okay, I'll talk on here then, mate. I was just telling you about Ground Zero. Yeah, so the developers haven't really said what they're going to do with that just yet, to be honest. But if it goes by the book, it's going to be something pretty spooky, I'd have thought. Because the game's based on a book.
Okay.
I'll take you over here first. There's a buried cache. I'll show you where a buried cache is.
Yeah.
You need to watch because they can patrol this area too.
Okay.
So just under here, where I'm kneeling down, you'll see there's a cache there. Have a look in there. What you got? But oh, there you go. You got a camera and a drink. You might as well take that. Nice. And then we'll go down this way. So
Oh, thank you.
this is where the guys will be. So I'm just going to change my scope out to a long scope. Just changing my scope, mate, to a longer one. I hit this about 45 minutes ago, so it should be back up. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I have no eyes on that last shot, mate. You got him?
No, he's behind the house.
Yeah, did you get him? Check their bodies, just in case there's cash and keys on them.
Yeah.
This building that I'm pointing at the moment, there's a guy there normally, so be careful. He's normally left at the building. No eyes my side. He's slightly down the hill, I think. He's down. No, he's not. Jesus.
Good.
They were headshots. Right, the building's below. The building's below there. So the building directly in front of me, there'll be someone there.
One more.
I don't know if I got him. He was running towards that building. A little outhouse he got behind there for me. Could be behind the. He could be behind the car. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I'm going left.
Grenade out. Okay, watch your right side. Could be someone on top of that hill. Guy on the hill's down. If you check the bodies, do you want to come to me because there's a loot purse up here to loot.
Yes.
Well, while you're down there, you see the building you're next to? The one opposite. So take a right, the building to your right. No, to your right. No, go back. No, not that one.
Here.
No, the next one over. That's the PV house. Yeah, go to there. In there, and that's where the loot crates and there's a jewelry box on a table by the bed.
Oh, okay.
Any good?
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
So as you come out that door, when you're ready to come out, if you look at the building directly opposite you, to the left-hand side, you'll see like a car, a pickup truck. In the back of there, there's a duffel bag. Check that as well, because you sometimes get loot in that.
Okay.
And if you come up to me now, I'll show you where the purse is.
Yeah, I come too. Okay.
There's nothing here. So just here, on that chair.
Oh my god.
Nice.
That's very good things.
Cool. Now you've got that key, you'll be able to do that loot run. And you've got the landing zone.
Yeah, thank you so much, bro.
So if you look on your map, if you go to just past that Echo 3, go across the river, so you're heading effectively due west. You've got there's a crash site at 183150. Normally about 3 or 4 enemy there. There's a loot box there as well.
Okay.
That will have 2 or 3 items in it. There's dead bodies there. That all search dead bodies. You know, the non-AI ones, the ones that are laying around. If you can search them, because they can have stuff on them.
Yeah, good to know.
And a good map. If you get stuck, there's GG TAC map is a good map that will show you like loot spots and that type of stuff. So if you get stuck, it's worth having a go with that.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
All right. Body here to search as well. Some ammo here. I don't know how bad you are for ammo. I don't know if you're on AKs, but there's some AK ammo there on the table.
Yeah, okay.
All right, mate. We'll go back to the landing zone and then. Well, is there any other landing zones you want me to take you to, or is that good? Is that good for that? Like I say, I'm happy to take you to another landing zone or back to base or whatever.
Which level are we?
Say again, mate.
Which level do you are in?
Which level am I?
Yeah.
48.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, I've got loads of missions still to do. If you squad up with people and do some of the squad missions, you'll gain a lot more XP and you get loads of cash and bits off of the depending on what vendor that's running that squad mission that you're on. Now with the high-end loot, the only advice I'd say is use it to level up. You know, one of the vendors that you're struggling with, like Lab Rat, for example, you don't get so many missions early on, whereas Handshake and people like that, you'll get loads of missions for.
Yeah.
And different vendors will buy stuff off you for different prices. So Alcohol Gunny will give you the best price. Turncoat.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so check those prices because obviously if you're trying to get cash,
Yeah.
I'll call a chopper in.
Yes.
Did you want to go back to where we were? Do you want to go back to base? What do you want to do?
to there we was.
Okay, goal 3.
Need to do missions on airfield.
Okay, cool.
Need to do a single drop.
Okay, yeah, you'll be fine with that. You're pretty handy with that gun, so you'll be cool with that one.
That's good.
Is there any, when we get back to Falcon, you sure there's no kit you need or anything you need before I go?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
push it.
That's no worries, man. No, people were very kind to me when I started playing the game, so just passing it on, you know.
Yeah, it's mean a lot.
40 seconds.
Raven reporting. I'm on my way. ETA 30 seconds.
Right, so he was a nice guy. And he followed, so awesome. I'm my first follower. So thanks everybody. I'm going to end the stream. That's 2.5 hours. Enjoyable. Met some nice people. Met some grumpy ones. I won't say grumpy is the wrong thing to say. That's me assuming everyone can speak English, because I certainly can't speak French or German or another language, so that's my ignorance. But anyway, thank you very much for joining the stream. Look after yourself. I'll send Johansson a message, because I think my mic was muted when I was asking him did he need anything, but I'll make sure he's cool. And I'm going to end the stream there, so thanks everybody for joining. Well, see you all tomorrow. So thank you.